Good day, Minecraftians. Purple Mentat here, bringing you episode 26 of my Regrowth Let's Play. Last time, we got an altar built with a whole bunch of other useful things built around it. Trees grown, the Spanish moss spreading, glintweed and ember moss starting to go a little bit everywhere, vines growing down. Total of 5,716 power at ×5 speed. That's not nearly enough. Let's start making it better. First of all, I've got my alchemy catalyst set up underneath this mana pool with this spark here, so I can make my nether quartz. Ooh, definitely got some lag going on. Oh well, not much we can do about that. Secondly, we've got our name tag happening. We're gonna need one of these. And I need a golden apple. And you'll see why in just a minute. There we go. One of you. Yep. Now, the name tag, the golden apple, the prismarine shard, some pixie dust, and a skeleton skull go into your runic altar. Skeleton skull you can make with essence of the skeleton if you don't have one through another means. And then we're going to get that... What'd I miss? That's everything. Golden apple, skeleton skull, pixie dust, prismarine, name tag. Golden apple, prismarine, skeleton skull, name tag. Alright, I don't know why this isn't working. I'll be right back once I figure this out. Whoops, forgot a vital component of the recipe. The name tag needs to be named after the person that you are attempting to create the head of, because we are currently attempting to create a player head, which is going to be even better for our altar than the wither skeleton skull. So, because I think it's fun, we're going to use Saffron's head. There we go. Let's get that in there. Start that going. There we are. Now it's progressing. Maybe? Yes. Just dealing with a bit of server lag. We have a bit of a server lag issue happening on the Purple Patreon server at the moment, due largely to the fact that we have as many players as we do, and some of the mods in the pack in 0.6.5 or 0.65 are a bit out of date. There's a lot of performance enhancements that are coming in 0.7, and we are investigating some fixes. One that we've loaded up was squidless, because the squid population was getting out of control. Hopefully, that will help some. Let's see. Saffron's head. Excellent. We're going to come over here, and we're going to place our head of Saffron on the altar. And the reason I wanted to use his head... Ooh. Okay. There we are. The reason I wanted to use his head in particular is because of the giant bug eye glasses. It's just hilarious. And that gets us up to 7,145 runic power at ×6 recharge. So that's about a 50% boost over what the wither skeleton skull was giving us. Yeah, pretty good. Definitely get yourself a player skeleton skull. I mean, a player head for your altar. Alright, moving on. We've got some quests to create witchery attuned stone items down here and how the world changes. First among them, you spin me right round. Witches wear some pretty stylish robes. You tried to buy some from your local coven witch, but they insisted that you make your own. To do that, you're going to need a spinning wheel. Why not go to the full hog and make a magical one that will use power from an altar to do the spinning itself? Manual labor's for chumps. So to create the spinning wheel, we are going to need the attuned stone, 4 item frames, 2 planks, a stick, and some wool. Not that bad at all. And let's see, leather. Leather might be the only issue. Nah. Lots of sticks are going to be used in the creation of this item, but that's not a problem either. And you are just going to give me all of the planks. All of them. That was buttons. I really didn't need an entire pile of wooden buttons. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know of any good use for that many buttons. There, that's a little bit better. So, 4 item frames, and now I should have everything that I need to finish creating the spinning wheel. Fantastic. Quest complete, 8 whiff of magic granted to me, bringing my total up to 52. And if we put this in the world near the altar, we'll just get it underneath this jungle tree, how about? If I right-click on it, I can see what recipes are used in the spinning wheel. They basically all involve some sort of cotton or string, or it looks like hay bales as well, and then your magical materials. In some of them, it's string and reek of misfortune or odor of purity. In others, it's the whiff of magic to create the golden threads. And the spinning wheel quest will eventually have some branches off it, I believe. Moving on, we have put the kettle on, would you? You've been brewing potions and casting spells with your cauldron. Yeah, sure, yeah, I have. But you feel that a small kettle which can channel magics through an entombed stone might be much better suited to creating magical brews for more advanced witchcraft. And this is going to give us a bunch of bottles to make some better brews with. So the kettle is created with a regular cauldron, string, sticks, and an attuned stone. And I have just enough attuned stones to finish everything that I'm doing today. Excellent. And we're going to need a cauldron, which means 7 iron ingots. That was not iron. That was too many. Hang on. There we are. Ah! Had it right. There we go. And kettle complete. 5 water bottles and 10 glass bottles. Not really my most favorite reward, but we'll get those just put away for now. Probably going to end up transplanting a lot of this somewhere else. Now, you'll note that this quest said it unlocks one quest elsewhere. Well, it also unlocked Dream a Little Dream of Me and Not for Sorting. But before we get into that, we're going to go through what the world teaches and finish the Helga's Brews for Beginners that we just unlocked. Everybody needs a cookbook or two to go with a sparkling new kettle. All the witches you met have recommended Helga's Brews for Beginners. Although they may just be looking down at you, it's probably worth a look anyway. So, let's check out Brews and Infusions, which is made with an odor of purity, feather, black dye, and a belladonna flower. Not a problem. Real easy stuff here. I've got plenty of belladonna flowers, plenty of odor of purity somewhere. There we go. Black dye and the feather. Again, lots of those. Just waiting for me to make use of them. Almost 600 feathers at this point. It might be time to kill the chickens. They no longer really serve a purpose when I have 895 eggs and 537 feathers waiting for me to use. I can always get more chickens if I need to. Oh, where was the ink sac? There we go. And I'm going to need a book, aren't I? Plenty of those available as well. This literally is your cookbook for brewing. 34 pages worth of recipes for the various brews. Now, they don't all tell you what they do in here. That's the downside, but you will notice that some of them require a fair bit of altar power, up to 4,000. Not a problem, we can very easily make all of these that are in this book. It is the stronger ones from the next book that we would not be able to create right now. As it says, throw the ingredients into a heated water-filled kettle, fill the brew into an empty glass bottle, use infusions and a rite of infusion, but that's more advanced magic. Alright. So, quest book, quest complete, 2 brews of love, 16 experience drops, and a book. We'll get the experience drops stowed, the book stowed, and the brew of love we're going to put in the Witchery area for now. I believe that this... I actually am not 100% certain what that does. I'd need to go reference it online to figure that out for certain. Alright, let's get our kettle down in the world. That can live underneath the elder tree here. Right like that. Unfortunately, this does not have the recipes, but that's not a problem. That's why you had the book that we just made. Okay. Next and last among these particular devices is going to be the Distilled Sunshine. Not really. Crafting a distillery will allow you to distill fumes and other items to create more potent fumes and better refined materials. It requires natural power supplied by an altar to run. So give me 64 clay jars, and my choice of another 64 clay jars are 5 gas tiers. So our distillery is going to be another attuned stone item, created with a bunch of gold, iron, and clay jars. Okay. So let's go get our 2 clay jars, our 4 iron ingots, and our 2 gold ingots. Post haste. And I'm not 100% certain what I'll take out of this. I might actually just take the clay jars because I have a handful of gas tiers, and honestly, I should probably just use them to make the gas soul seeds already. I've just been avoiding making the runes because they're a nuisance. I'll have to get on making more resources sometime soon, but today is not that day. Here we go. Distillery created. Quest complete. I am going to take the clay jars. Oh, detection task. Combining quicklime with a foul fume will produce a distillation of oil of vitriol with gypsum and slime as byproducts. Okay, so it wants some oil of vitriol. And yeah, we're going to need exactly what it said. So quicklime, huh? Well, how do I get my hands on quicklime? Wood ash in a crafting interface. You know what? I think I'm just going to go ahead and make 16 of these oils as a good start. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Grab ourselves some clay jars, and that was the foul fume. There we go. So, distillery, that can live directly underneath the hawthorn because I'll be making frequent use of it. You can see it takes a moment for it to realize that it has access to an altar. We'll give it 16 foul fumes and 16 quicklime. And it begins work. Cool, huh? You can see the altar drawing in power from all of the naturey goodness around it and sending power off to the distillery. And the distillery gets to work. Now that does open another quest in... Actually, I believe I need to finish this quest first. But let's give it just a moment. Take a look at not for sorting. Playing with witchcraft, you feel it might be a good idea to look the part and make a set of witch's robes. May yet prove more useful than you expect. So while wearing these robes, you seem to be better at producing more brews at once in a kettle. Creepers also seem oddly wary of you. This is going to give you 2 creeper hearts. So, if you've been having issues with finding creepers in some other way, and finding your creeper hearts to make your creeper seeds, I believe all of this stuff can be done before. Actually, no, you need the attuned stone. So, never mind, that's not going to help you out. But, witch's hat, witch's robes. Let's go take a look at what those require. To make the witch's hat and robes, you're going to need this impregnated leather and the golden thread. Both of... Oh, and I need another creeper heart. Dang. Guess I better go hunting with my Arthana. So the impregnated leather is made 4 whiff of magic, and 5 whiff of magic and 4 leather gets you 4 of the impregnated. You're going to need a total of 11, so you're going to need to do that craft 3 times. And we're going to need 3 golden threads, so we just need a hay bale and a whiff of magic in our spinning wheel. Definitely need to move the rest of this witching stuff over to the general witchery area. Where is my... Oh, all of my whiff of magic are on me. That's why I can't find it. Okay. And I need hay. 9 of them to be exact. Yep. Make you into a hay bale. Please? Maybe? Okay. So we need a total of 12 leather. We only have 9. 3 more rotten flesh into our alchemy pool. And we're all set. Now we can get you into the spinning wheel with the whiff of magic. You can see that that kicks into gear, which is just cool. And we can create for ourselves the leather that we need. Like so. Maybe that wasn't all whiff of magic. Hang on. Oh, there's a diamond vapor in the middle. Okay, diamond vapor is made by distilling a diamond with an oil of vitriol. You'll get 2 diamond vapors and an odor of purity. So, I'm gonna need at least 1 diamond on hand. And you know what? I'm making a bunch of these oil of vitriols. I bet that's the next step in the distillery quest even. So let's grab the oil. Quest book. Oh, nope. Distillery quest is now complete. Distilled sunshine. Not really. Take those clay jars. Thank you. Excellent. And next on the list on that direction is guard tree. Witchers have been known to grow triphids as guards for their homes. You think it's time you joined in on the practice. Ooh, this will get me a creeper heart. Once planted, a triphid seed will grow rapidly and act as a loyal guard for the area near its planting. Normally, they will wander about when not attacking, but this behavior can be changed using a bowline? Feeding the triphid the heart of a creeper or a demon will increase its strength and health. Normally, triphids will attack anything or anyone who are not their owners, but taglock kicks can be given to them to prevent them from attacking the taglocked creatures. Neat. So, let's take a look at what it takes to make a triphid seed. Mutandis Extremis, Reek of Misfortune, Tear of the Goddess. Oh, this is going to need some more advanced stuff than I have easy access to. That's okay. Extremis is just made with Netherwort and Mutandis, so let's go start that processing at least, while we wait for the rest of the oil of vitriol to get through. What else was there in that? Reek of Misfortune. That I have some of. We can keep that there. And we can grab 4 I don't have any Mutandis in there. Why don't I have any Mutandis in there? Where is all of the Mutandis gone? Here it is. So, 4 Mutandis, 4 Netherwort. And those just go straight into the Witch's Cauldron. Excellent. So let me go get this taken care of. And I'll be back once we are ready to... By the way, before I disappear, Witch's Cauldron. To actually make use of it, as some people were having trouble, you're going to need to supply... Wow. Okay, come on. There you go. You're going to need to supply it with 3 buckets of water. 1, 2, 3. And then you need to wait for it to boil. There we go. Fantastic. Love that look. That is just cool. Excellent. Alright. Back soon. Alright, I decided I was impatient and I built myself another distillery because I needed things to move faster. So, what's next on the list? We have another book to make. Distilling. There we are. Witchcraft. Distilling, made with a Breath of the Goddess and the standard goodies, which I did not grab the belladonna flower of all things. Eventually, one of these days, I will have a single video in which I am prepared for every single take, and then I will retire. Because I will have reached my peak, and it's only downhill from there. Alright, what the world teaches, asked for, be still already. You've made a distillery, but unsure how to use it, you feel it might be wise to consult the instructions. There we go. And the distillery book doesn't give you a whole lot of information you don't already have. Basically, power it with an altar, and then it tells you what sort of things you can get from the different recipes. But you've got NEI to tell you that, so that's pretty nice. Though the whole combine a... Where was it? Creeper Heart? Oh, Demon Heart and Diamond Vapor to get demonic blood? Yeah, we're going to get into some stuff later on. It'll be a good time. Let's go put some of these things away. And actually dodge that coal for once. You know what? There's an idea. Maybe I should move that down 1. Or something. I just know that having that coal in the middle is going to end up causing me trouble in the long run. There's no way that it won't. You may have also noticed that there's a number of other quests in here that are just waiting for the right quests to unlock. Fantastic, huh? Alright, how the world changes. We have finished up with Distilled Sunshine, Guard Tree. We're working on not for sorting, but as you notice, the next step along the way is chalk it up to luck. And we've already begun creating gypsum, so we're going to keep doing that. You can craft the most basic ritual chalk from gypsum, which can be distilled from quicklime. The Coven Witches you've spoken to have made the suggestion that you should learn the art of circle magic. A key component of these rituals are runes written in a special ritual chalk. These are where the real fun begins. To make the ritual chalk, it is 2 gypsum, a tear of the goddess, which is required to distill lapis and breath of the goddess. So I'm probably going to need a fair few of those, and I'm low on lapis. We'll just go ahead and do 8 for now. Let's get that started right now, and then continue exploring what we need. Breath of the goddess. So many different vapors and such. Fumes and drops and tiny little things that are used for your witchcraft. We're going to need a lot of wood ash and a bit of gypsum. So we're going to let that process. We're going to grab a stack of wood ash to carry on our persons. We're going to put these slime balls away before I trip over my own inventory management issues. Trying to stay on top of that for once. I'm sure that people will yell at me still for doing it on camera instead of off. And I've got plenty of diamond vapor, so let's go ahead and make those clothes. The witches. Wow. No? There we are. Strange. Anyway, impregnated leather. We're going to go ahead and make 12 of those. We're going to go grab our golden thread out of our spinning wheel. And now we can get this finished. So, witch's hat first. I need the glowstone. That's okay. Witch's robes first. Fine. I still need the glowstone. Balls. There we go. No, that's right. The witch's robes want the creeper hat. You, I can make though. The witch's hat. How original. A pointy hat. 35% chance of a second brew. Also, just looks cool. I'm pretty happy with this. Purple Mentat, witch. Okay, so I don't have another creeper heart just lying around, unfortunately. And there's no way to craft one out of creeper essence. Again, unfortunately. So I am, in fact, going to need to take my Arthana and go searching for some creepers to kill. Let's see. What did I have in the way of magical books? Do I have one with looting? If I do, it might be time to build a new Botania device to make the best use of it. Infinity, knockback, arthropods, implosion, power, bane, protection, sharpness, implosion, protection, fortune, reaping, haste, power, fire aspect. Darn. So I saw looting on a couple of these in the bottom. Actually, you know what? That might work. I can use up one of the ones that had looting on the second part. I'm not 100% certain what implosion does. That sounds kind of weird. Wasn't there another one with looting on the bottom? Reading. Sharpness. No. Okay. Power 3, sharpness 3. Anyway, so what we're going to do then, we're going to take this enchanted book. And we're going to enchant our Arthana with it by placing the Arthana in the anvil with the enchanted book. It's going to cost 6, and it's going to give it looting 2, which is going to give us a significant increase in its ability to create items. Fortunately, it's still stuck at 4 attack damage, so I'm also going to go ahead and grab the sharpness enchant I saw in there, because I'm not particularly worried about saving this book. And we will throw this in the anvil with the Arthana. This is going to be significantly more expensive at 9, but that'll give it sharpness 3, and will at least make it a better sword than my pickaxe, which is nice. Okay, I'm going to check the clock. We are a long way off from nighttime, so I will go hunting at a later time. For now, that tear of the goddess should be ready for me. That is a weird recipe there. But yeah, slime balls, foul fumes, whiff of magic, and tear of the goddess. Okay, so now we can use that tear of the goddess to make some ritual chalk. Let's see exactly how much we need to make. Just one. Fantastic. Ritual chalk. Awesome. 2 ritual chalk created. Ooh, did not like clearing that out this time. And detection task. In order to activate rituals, a foci rune of chalk mixed with gold dust must be placed. To make the golden chalk is a little bit more expensive, consuming a ritual chalk, a gold nugget, and a mandrake root. Luckily, we have a gold nugget that's sitting around waiting for a use. We will give it use. It will be happy that way. Let's put you back. We will grab one of our... Huh, I don't have any of my mandrake root in here. It must still all be over here, waiting on the wall. Yep, hidden behind everything. 35 mandrake root and 8 of my mandrake seeds. So, what was that last bit? Bit of ritual chalk, of course. You. And the magic activates and does amazing things. Give it just a moment. There we are. Golden chalk. Next on the agenda, we receive otherware and infernal chalk for free, which is fantastic. Now, if I check my quest book, finishing the Chalk It Up to Luck quest will now unlock in what the world teaches, the You'll Come Around to It. You've got chalk now, but are left wondering what to do with it. Local Coven Witch pointed you in the direction of the Circle Magic Tome. It seems the Coven Witches are growing slightly more accepting of you as a practitioner of the craft, though they still get your name wrong at every opportunity. I will need to create Witchcraft Circle Magic, which will use the usual collection of materials, belladonna, black ink, and feather, as well as a whiff of magic this time. Let's deposit some other stuff in here if we can. Running low on inventory space again. That's okay. We will have to create a place for all of these things. So, whiff of magic is on my person. Belladonna flower. Book. Feather. Ink. Feather. Ink. Book. I don't know why I grabbed another book. I already had one. There we are. As the book tells you, you're going to need a 15 by 15 area for the largest possible ritual. And there are 86 pages of rituals. However, this one has these nice tabs to let you jump between areas. Draw circles using colored chalk with a heart glyph at the center, which is the golden chalk. An altar is often needed for power. Drop the foci items into the circle, activate with the heart glyph. So what we're going to do is, well, first we're going to check out the witchcraft circle. It will tell you, oh, any circles, neat. Yeah, okay. We've got a long way to go on this. Anyway, as it tells you, 7 by 7 is ritual, 11 by 11 is otherware, 15 by 15 is infernal. And if I take a look through here, you will note that there are many different sizes. Actually, are these runes themselves different colors? I can't actually tell. Hang on a second. Let me reference the wiki and double check this so that I don't screw this up. All right, folks, I double checked things and measured ahead. This is where our heart glyph is going to go, made with the golden chalk. The ritual chalk, infernal chalk, and otherware chalk are going to be a little bit more tricky. So the ritual rune, the ritual chalk circle needs to occupy a 7 by 7 area. Which means, if I take a look at all of the information I have, should mean that I need to go 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, right like that. then this, this, 1, 2, 3, bump, 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 bump. Oh, no, 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 no. Something has gone horribly wrong. That one is bad and wrong and must go away. There we go. Have at least a basic ritual circle going now. And if I take a look at the quest book... Ooh, we got a circle talisman for completing this quest. Circle talisman is a fantastic device which I believe, if I remember correctly, will allow us to easily transport circles and recreate them later. So that'll be cool. The next size up is an 11 by 11 circle, which, if we go from 7 by 7, 9 by 9, 11 by 11, that's simple. And as you can see, this chalk has a bit of a cool look to it. Yeah. Now, I believe that these are going to go one further out and be 5 long, and then are going to go across, because that makes for a nice circle. It's nice that you only need to make the chalks once. You go away. Takes a bit of breaking when you're doing it with your bare hands. According to Wayla, will break faster with an axe. And finally, we have the Infernal Chalk, which is 2 beyond the Otherwhere Chalk. And once again, it's going to be 1 wider. And like that. Now, you don't need to actually go ahead and draw all of them in advance the way I am. But it can be very, very useful to do so, because it's nice to have a large, powerful area to do all of your ritual magic in, and also to be able to pick it up and move it around with you using that circle talisman. Don't know if I can have that torch there, but we will certainly find out at some point. Alright, there we go. Ritual circle complete. Let's get a look at it from above. Pretty nice, huh? Fits right in there. It's almost like I planned this. I kinda didn't, but I'm glad that it looks that way. Makes me happy. Wow. Is it getting close to dark yet? Seems like it's been day forever. Okay, good. Excellent. Almost dark. So I'm going to divest myself of a whole bunch of... Oh, is it server restart time? No, it's just everybody's leaving right now for some strange unknown reason. I'm going to set a bunch of this stuff down in a chest over here. A bunch of the witchery things that I'm not going to need to use all of the time. And we'll come back to these in a bit to check what the next quest is along the way. Ooh, climate samples. We'll get to that in a moment. We're getting into some of the really fun stuff with witchery now. The very next thing that I want to do, wow, that is a lot of quests flashing, is charge! A worthwhile first endeavor in circle magic is using a rite of charging to recharge an attuned stone. Refer to page 14 of Witchcraft Circle Magic for the ingredients you'll need. To activate the rite, drop the ingredients near the golden rune, then right-click or supply a redstone signal to the golden rune. So, we need that book back, actually. And we wanted a page of 14. 14. Charges the attuned stone, uses an attuned stone, glowstone, redstone, wood ash, and quicklime. Well, I don't have any gypsum any quicklime. Oh yeah, that's right. Just like that. Now, do I have more attuned stone handy? No, I don't. Hang on, I need to make another attuned stone. Luckily, I still have that queued up on my assembly halo. Bam. Bam. Simple as that. And what was the last bit? Luckily, it remembers your page. Tombstone, glowstone, redstone, wood ash, quicklime. I have some glowstone. I'm going to need another. And let's grab a redstone. Here we go. And these simply need to be dropped inside the circle, from what I understand. So if I were to toss the attuned stone, the glowstone, the redstone, the wood ash, and the quicklime, where did that attuned stone go, though? Huh, okay. Hang on, I'm doing something very wrong here. And I'm not 100% certain what. Drop the foci items into the circle, activate the heart glyph. Okie dokie. Does this mean I can't do it in the larger circle and I have to only do it in the smaller circle? That might be slightly annoying. Hang on, I need to go learn more witchery. Alright, so I found my... Hang on a second. We've got the Modpack developer in our chat right now on my server. I have found my newbiness. Apparently, when I did my random sampling looking through the Witchcraft Circle Magic book, all of the runes, no matter what size ritual I found, were drawn in gray. So I drew the ritual circle that I saw on the Witchery webpage without directly reading over things in enough detail. As such, I'm going to have to give this heart rune a right click and use the ritual of binding with an empty circle talisman, or the rite of binding, and a glowstone. Give that a moment, and boom. We have small, ritual, medium, otherwhere, large, infernal, which we're going to go ahead and stow for the time being. We're going to draw ourselves a new ritual circle in the same place. Huh, I should have marked that out a little better. That's okay. This one doesn't need to be nearly as large, so is not as much of an issue. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hang on. People being silly with the ability to rename. And let's get this drawn the rest of the way. I will threaten the boot at them. Missed. I'm definitely going to need to make more of them circle talismans, because being able to quick swap the ritual circles is kind of amazing. Let's see, how does a circle talisman work? Oh, that's cheap. That's like super cheap. Yeah, okay. So, let's see, where were we? We were actually getting this thing done proper this time. With... I'm missing an ingredient. No, they're just bouncing around a bit because my inventory is being weird thanks to server sync issues. There we go. Okay. Seems to be working. Fantastic. Hey. Bing, 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 bing. Oh, it's glowing. It's doing things. Poof. We now have an attuned stone charged. So let's hand that quest in. Collect 2 more of the same. And start to get towards unlocking another quest. And I got to learn something about ritual magic. Fantastic. I'm pretty excited, getting deeper into witchery, learning things as I go, and sharing what I learn with you guys. Apologies for the relatively major derp there with the ritual thing. I just don't think in color, so having everything show up as gray was not really something that seemed a worrisome thing or worth noting. So, thank you very much for joining me, folks. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. I certainly have. If you have, please leave me a thumbs up and tell me what you liked about it. And if you have not, leave me a thumbs down and tell me what I can do better. Either way, you will have interacted with the video so that I'll continue showing up in your subscriber feed. I'll see you next time.